Lewis acids then react with bond to Lewis bases, and essentially the acid is borrowing electron pairs on the base, which means the acid is not contributing any electrons to the bond. Now, you should know from chemistry background, or unless you haven't talked about bonding, that when a base completely donates the electron pairs to a bond, we call that a coordinate covalent bond, as opposed to a bond where each of the elements or compounds contributing to that bond, we call that a covalent bond. Okay, so these are all going to be Lewis acids bond with Lewis bases by means of a coordinate covalent bond. And again, the Lewis acid is typically a metal ion, and the Lewis base is typically an anion, but it can be a neutral molecule that has available electron pairs on it. Okay, so here are some examples. You see on the left here, chromium ions bonded to hydroxide ions, and we have 6 hydroxide ions bonded to 1 chromium ion. We start off by naming the number of Lewis bases, in this case hexahydroxo, and then naming the metal ion less, chromium 3 ion. In the picture on the right, we have chromium bonded to 6 ammonia molecules. And so now it just becomes hexaamine chromium 3 ion. So these are both ions, but they're different than the ions we have dealt with so far in the course, in the sense that instead of being a single element that is in the form of an ion, now we have multiple species bonded together that are charged. So they're still an ion. However, the multiple species include a Lewis acid bonded to a Lewis base in some stoichiometry, where the total charge is the sum of the components. So the charge on the product equals the algebraic sum of the oxidation number of the metal ion. So in hexahydroxyl chromium 3 ion on the left, we have chromium 3 plus 6 hydroxides, that's 6 minus, giving a total charge of 3 minus. On the right, we have chromium 3 plus. Ammonia is a neutral molecule like water, so there's 0 charge there, so the total charge in the ion just comes from the chromium ion, which is 3 plus. Anytime a metal ion bonds to a neutral molecule like water or ammonia, that complex ion product has the same charge as the metal ion.